Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Jazzy time with your host, Bailey. How's it going, everybody? Today is the 29th, and it is the 29th day of the 30 days of NAIL-O-WEEN. And this one is, I'm calling it 3D Zombie Dude. It's interesting. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Interesting. I don't know. I just went for it, and there it went. So, if you guys want to see how that turns out, keep watching. Alright, okay, so I am starting off with a white nail, and I buffed the surface here, and I have a little bit of polygel, and I'm kind of, I'm applying it using my trowel, and I'm using my tiny brush I like to use for my polygel, and I'm using alcohol for my slip solution. So what I'm doing is I'm creating the, like, sort of 3D features of his face first. So this piece here is going to be kind of like, you know, his skull is open right down to his eye socket. And then I have the nose, and I want the nose to kind of look more like, you know, like it's missing and it's more of like a skeleton type nose. So I'm just patting that into place, using my silicone tool to try and get those sort of nostril-y marks. I guess you could call this like a semi 3D design, or maybe it's 3D, I don't know. So I'm getting his nose into place, and then I'm doing a little more, and I'm doing like the lower jaw, sort of slack jaw look, big lip kind of hanging down, and then I'm going to cure those into place. And then I have a little more polygel, and I'm gonna give him like two big kind of gnawing, is that even a word? Gnawing, like just two big like teeth kind of hanging out there. And I'm gonna give the one half of his face like an upper brow bone, just like this. And then I'm also gonna do sort of like a sunken bony cheek kind of look, because I want it to look like, you know, he's been dead for a little while, but not like a long time, you know, sort of falling apart type zombie guy. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So now that I have his, he's curing right now. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this 3D gel, and I'm gonna roll it out like a snake on my tile, and in that little opening that we first did, I'm going to swirl it back and forth so that it looks like his brain. And then I'm going to pat it into place and cure that. So I'm going to use teal, a little bit of bright pink, black and white, and then yeah, I'm going to open up my colors, waiting for my gel to cure my 3D stuff. And yeah. So I'm first gonna go and color the brains that are exposed in his head. Just trying to keep the gel from pooling in the little 3D spots, like scooping them out. And then I'm gonna cure that for about 30 seconds-ish. And then the rest of him, I'm going to cover in this teal color, sort of like zombie flesh teal color, you know, your typical zombie. Trying to get as much of it covered, and I'm going to leave the teeth not covered, if that, you know, makes any sense at all. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to do 2 coats, so just like that, 2 coats, don't need the green anymore. And now I'm going to take the white, and I'm going to do one of his eyes sort of like with no coloring, like colorant, or no iris in his eyes, and make it sort of look, you know, dead. Do the 2 teeth in his mouth, and do a little bit of pink like inside the lip there, sort of like, you know, his jaw's hanging wide open, and flash cure those. And now I'm going to take black and highlight everything and kind of give everything, you know, dimension and detail, and make him, you know, look like a zombie. Giving the little nostril holes, and then the eye underneath of the brain there is gonna kind of be like a, I call it a dead eye. You know when you have like a black eye with like the white iris? I don't know. I just thought it was appropriate. And then I'm filling in his mouth here. Just want to make it look like, you know, his mouth is just wide open. Going around the teeth and giving them little details. Just like so. Trying to make him look, you know, semi like a person, but also dead at the same time. I don't know what that's like. Going around the wound and then sort of filling in the little spaces between the brain to give it, you know, that 3D look. Just like this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of shading to the eye and above the nose and the brow bone, sorry. And then I'm adding that little dead eye into the black part there, and then I matte top coated the entire thing. And now I'm taking no wipe top coat, and I'm just going over like the brain and the eyes and the mouth to make them still look kind of juicy instead of, you know, making the whole thing shiny. I like that sort of contrast. And then I am curing that, and now I'm going to take some base coat and add a little bit of hair to the top of his head and the side. And I'm going to use some really fine dark flocking powder and tap that into place and cure it. Alright, so there is 3D zombie dude all done. He looks so neat. I like the way he turned out. Looks kind of like, bleh. Alright, so I hope you guys like up this video. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and as always, stay jazzy.